Okay, today we will be looking at the coolest things I have added recently to my Linux config. Starting with the tmux configuration, I add just a little thing, which is a script. So if I go tmux, you can see that I have quite a lot of things open here, and it's because I made myself a script for a programming environment so that I can have everything ready when I open up my computer. I just run this script and it will create a session with a few windows for programming Zatura, the Zatura project, then some work for BGFX, then D9, and then clock and random. And as you can see, there's a lot of workspaces and everything here. So one cool thing I added to my i3 configuration was Alt-G, which would allow me to quickly switch the tmux session. So for example, I want to go from Zatura, then to BGFX, then to, I don't know, D9, then random, then have my clock supposedly here alongside some htop and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the tmux configuration I added. It's honestly just a line on i3 config. It's a tmux sh. Oh, it's a script. Let's see. Config, no, local bin sh tmux. It's basically this. You just list all of the sessions, pipe them into the menu, then pick a choice and do the switching. And that's all it does. It's a really cool script. I mean, it works most of the time, and if not all the time. And yeah, it does the job nicely. Then, moving on to Vim, I added a lot of cool. I found a lot of cool functionality for Vim, which I added so that I could improve my experience. And specifically, it's this right here. So let's test it out. Let's go to a file. I don't know what this is. It's some code. PLD. Okay, whatever. So okay, this is nothing. It's honestly just Control Y for. This doesn't really matter. It's just a global copy, so it copies into my actual clipboard so that I can copy it outside of Vim. Then we have SJ and SK, which are remapped to Control F, so for forward, Control back, so it skips one screen down or up. So really neat. Then remap do. This one is actually really cool. It deletes the whole function. So how it works is this one jumps to the beginning of the function, then you select, then you jump to the end of the function, and then you X. So we jump to the beginning of the function, boom, V, jump to the end of the function, X. And so if I actually do it in one go, I have DO mapped, so DO, and it deletes it. Or VO for simply selecting the thing. Okay, I enabled the screen key so you can clearly see what I'm typing right now. So let me show it again. So you do these two brackets to jump to the beginning, then V, then these two brackets, and then X. And so in one go, it's DO or VO if you prefer selecting it and then, I don't know, popping it, doing random shit with it, I don't know. So next one is D. I just, because I hate the D. I don't know why I hate the D. I just want to do D. So that's a lot better for me. I can do, I don't know, 10D. Wait, 10D, and it deletes 10 lines. Then next one is T, which I discovered by accident, but with some finagling I managed to put this together, which would simply the percentage sign jumps to the beginning or to the end of brackets. So if you do percentage and then V and then percentage, it selects this and then you can delete it. So for example, if you want to delete something in between the brackets, you can do just T and it will delete it. Because what it does is essentially %d percentage, and but I could do it a better way, maybe percentage left v percentage. Wait, no. Percentage left v percentage. Oh, it jumps over there. Maybe if I do percentage, I guess. Let me try. No, remap t to percentage left percentage. Wait, v percentage, and then right. Let's see. Boom, and it selects the insides of the thing. So now you can do essentially this, and then X, and what this will do is it will delete the insides of the function. So I just simply do boom T, and it deletes the insides here as well. Boom T. Oh shit, this isn't so good. But yeah, if I just simply do no remap T percentage, this should work a bit better. I mean, yeah, oh, that's cool. Next one, I think that's all honestly for Vim, but actually I added a few things, specifically a better search thing. So I don't have the telescope viewer, I have FZF. And this one is a bit better because I can show it. So for example, I don't know, prox lib. Let's say I don't have compile commands, which are used for, in this case, for giving me the ability to jump around and look up definitions of functions and so on. So let's say I don't have that. I can use this very fast FZF searcher, as well as grep binded on Control K, which is basically grep on all files. For example, I want to do strings C, I don't know, let's do post, and you can see it searches through every file, and I can jump there like that. So I did this with C. Okay, but here it is. It's FZF Lua, grep visual, and for Control P I have FZF Lua files. That's mostly all of the changes I did to my Vim config. So yeah, then a cool thing I discovered. I actually had a problem with this. This is one of the biggest changes, honestly. It's the problem that I had with graphical applications, like for example KiCad. I hated doing graphical programs or using them at all. That's why I hated Qt Creator. I wanted to do everything in the command line, specifically because they were awkward to use with the tiling system of i3, and I know the i3 folks and IT developers strictly advise against using floating windows, but I honestly don't give a shit. If it works like I want it to work, I will use it, and I will, if it doesn't exist, then I will extend the code to do what I need, because it simply just, I mean, at this point it's kind of funny. I mean, I understand the principle behind it because tiling window managers are very fast, but if they honestly cut my productivity down by what, I don't know, 3 times, or just because I feel bad about using the software because it looks so ugly, or because whenever I open a new window, for example, Anki is a good example, it automatically snaps to full width, which I don't particularly like about it. But whenever you say add, it just does this, and I don't like this, especially when you go do shit like this. I don't like being constantly in charge of managing the windows. So for me personally, I did something very nice. I didn't even know it was possible. If I knew at the beginning, I would have done it already, but you can do for window config. So for example, the workspace A to G or 10G or 9G will have floating enabled by default. So whatever application you open here will be opened as a floating application by default. So as you can see, this is how it works. And the cool part about it is I also added some shortcuts to help me navigate this with a little bit more ease. So for example, arrow keys for resizing the applications like this. Now this also works with tiled windows, but I don't care honestly. I use them just here because yeah, that's what I particularly need this shortcut for. So yeah, this I have done with the help of i3. So I have bind sim mod creator. Here you have it, creator, and then it will resize the current window, grow by width by 100 pixels, as well as resize the height plus 100 pixels, and then move the position to center, so center the window. Then mod shift greater, so this and this symbol are used for growing and shrinking the current window. As you can see here, what I'm doing. Oh wait, this essentially. So yeah, this is it. Then what else? Yeah, the windows that I spawn automatically are floating on 10G, 9G, and 8G. I named my workspaces accordingly. If they are G, it means they are graphical, which means I will run graphical applications inside of them. If it's X, it's probably random or for, I don't know, reading stuff. If it's W, it's for web applications. If it's 1, it's for terminal shit. I mean, if it's the T, it's for terminal shit. Then yeah, G, so on. Then I added mod tab for just for floating for the graphical workspaces. I can just switch nicely, as well as shift tab. And these are some things that I needed to add to just fix i3 because some things were annoying about it. Mouse warping, I don't know why, but whenever I cross the screen, sometimes it would teleport my mouse to a place, and just a bit of research told me that I had to do this to fix it, and it worked. So yeah, what else? Oh yeah, these 3 shortcuts I introduced randomly today. So the first one is Alt-C, which is just center the goddamn window, you know, because I need it centered, so center it. Okay. Then Alt-X is for resizing it to a size I will find appealing most of the time. So Alt-X, it will be 50% width and 50% height. So yeah, as well as center it, so do both resize and center. And Alt-Y will resize it to full and put it to center. So this is for whenever I'm using KiCad, you know, and I don't want to manually resize the thing to full width, because if I did F, then I wouldn't be able to use other applications, or Alt-Tab. I can, however, put this Alt-Y config and just have it take the full width, so most of the percentage of the screen, as well as have it centered. And yeah, then I also can unfocus it, I mean reduce its size, and yeah, it's quite nice, like so. And then I can just switch between them. It's almost like a XFCE experience, honestly, except I can't double click on the windows to full screen them, which I would personally like a lot, because it seems just so obvious with the mouse, you know, double click, Alt double click, and it will full screen it. But yeah, okay, whatever. I will see if I can implement that some other way, because as far as I know, it's not possible in i3. I don't know, honestly. So I think that's all. I think that's all for this current config. What I did, I mean, here you have also a few of the scripts I added for tracking. I guess we looked at this in a previous video. For calories, for tmux, I just showed you. For taking bookmarks quickly, well, this is nice, yeah. This is for my music player, because I run RMPC. You know, I can just do Alt E for next, and so on, or T for toggle, so to stop. Here you can see it. Pause, playing, pause, playing. I don't know what else, honestly. What else can I show you? Oh yeah, the bookmarks. Right. Let's say I'm browsing the interwebs and I found some interesting website on Hackney News, I don't know, whatever. Let's say this one. I want to save my markdown. I mean, to save this link somewhere automatically. I don't want to copy it and then open the terminal and put it in a file. One very quick way to do it is just Alt P, then I am notified here, saved clipboard link, and it's saved into documents, edubox, save links over here, where I can later go view it or something. Yeah, because I find a lot of cool links, and I just want to save them for later. So yeah, this I did with a, let's see which script it is. Book mod P. It's the auto bookmarks. Okay, sh auto bookmarks. It's basically really easy. It's just take the current thing I have copied in my clipboard. So you take the link, you copy it with Alt Control C, and then you run the shortcut, and it will save the link somewhere, as well as remind you that it saved it. And yeah, that's mostly all regarding my shortcuts. And yeah, I hope this video was somewhat inspiring or educational. So yeah, goodbye.